That's all of them for now.
swear I stepped in every puddle on the way over here, and half the chewing gum. That's something they don't tell you about city living. People just drop their gum wherever they want. Oh, but don't listen to me, Sylvia. I'm just in a mood today.
No harm done. You want to talk about it?
I'd rather do something. That's why I asked to come over. Is the fire under your cauldron good and hot?
Sure. You want to brew some potions?
I was thinking more along the lines of comfort food. Let's bake! There are people in this town who have no cookies, Sylvia. And that is an injustice I cannot allow to continue!
You seem to be working out some aggression on that dough.
A little bit, yeah. The thing is, and I hate to admit this after working so hard to get here, but I'm struggling to find my place in the guild. What if I never fit in?
So don't try to fit in. Carve out your own space, and they'll have to make room for you.
Say, that was basically my whole motto back home. I'm not used to second-guessing myself. But I'm also not used to being surrounded by some of whom are legends doing the... And we're all competing for the same quests? The same loot? Talk about intimidating. I've wanted to join the guild since I was a little kid, but nothing in my childhood prepared me for this.
I want to hear what sorts of adventures you had as a kid.
That's the thing, though. My hometown was way too quiet for adventures of any kind. We didn't even have a local chapter of the guild. The nearest heroes were leagues away. I read everything about them I could get my hands on, from dusty library tomes to trashy gossip magazines. I hounded every bard in town to sing the ballads until I'd memorized their exploits. The more I knew, the easier it was to daydream that I was one of them.
So you were the kind of kid who had her head in the clouds.
Literally! I was always looking out for dragons! But the whole area was monster-free. No matter how hard I looked, I never found gremlins in the cookie jar or slimes in the shrubs. I couldn't even find any side quests. The closest I got was the time old man Harwell's walking stick broke. I had to track down some tape, and that's what passed for excitement back home. So, yeah, I'm feeling a little bit out of my depth here, but I've come up with a plan. I think it's a good one.
I had a feeling you'd have a plan. You don't seem like the wallowing type.
No way. I'm a tank, and tanks keep moving forward.
So, let's hear this plan.
Like all the best plans, it's simple. Every hero has their tools of the trade. And every famous hero I read about as a kid had a famous weapon. Wielding a one-of-a-kind legendary weapon is a surefire way of proving I deserve to be here.
Let's find you a sword. Something with a name and a pedigree.
I'm more of a basher than a slasher, but I'll take whatever I can find. There aren't enough legendary weapons to go around. Every one that's accounted for has been claimed. But plenty of weapons have gone missing over the years. Some of them right here on this island. They're out there, waiting to be rediscovered. I've just got to track one down. A great labor to win my place among the legends!
Speaking of great labor, I should be getting back to work soon. But I have to say, I like this plan.
Me too! I'm confident I've got the skills to search for legendary loot and battle beasties at the same time. Fight off enough slimes and you learn to let muscle memory guide you. Same for haggling with customers, probably.
I'm definitely picking up some good moves.
You and me both. Let's show everybody what we've got. Starting with these cookies. They smell ready to me.
That's all of them, for now.
Wonder if Owl knows how to sweep.
Hi, Sylvia.
Hi, Mint. Need a potion?
Maybe later. I'm actually here to talk about something a little awkward. I don't like to gossip about people, but I also don't believe in keeping secrets. Sometimes it can be an impossible bind.
Whatever you need to tell me, I can keep it in confidence.
It's about Roxanne. I know you're scheduled to go up against her in the competition.
She definitely has an up-to-no-good air about her.
Yeah, one of my guildmates bought some healing potions from her recently. He paid a pretty sum for them. But when he shared one with an injured colleague, it didn't work. It didn't do anything at all.
Yikes.
Big yikes! We go into some pretty dangerous situations, so a faulty health potion is a big deal. Fortunately this time, the injury in question was just a paper cut. There are a lot of paper cuts since Baptiste started routing so many forms.
So you're saying that Roxanne's potions aren't very effective?
It's more than that. After what happened, I'm not sure they even are potions. I brought my concerns to Baptiste, but he said an inquiry would take weeks. It wouldn't be done in time to help you.
You've helped me just by coming to me with this. Now I'm sure I'm the better potion maker, and I refuse to lose to a phony. So if I wasn't fired up before, I sure am now.
Good, because I'm rooting for you, Sylvia, and I'm not the only one. Your potions have been a huge help out in the field, Sylvia. You're so good at what you do.
Does that mean you found a legendary weapon?
Not yet, but I'm sure it's only a matter of time. Anyway, I thought I'd get you something as a thank you. So, here's a guild-approved coupon, just for you.
I love a bargain.
How do you feel about free ice cream? Because I have a craving, and ice cream is always better with company. Come on, it'll be my treat. City living is the best. Our ice cream parlor back home had exactly 3 flavors. But here, the variety. It's almost overwhelming. But in a really good way. Last time, I had the Fayberry Vanilla. It was totally swoony. What's caught your eye?
Let's try something new. We should be adventurous.
That's what I like to hear. I'm really happy to be here. I mean, I miss my family, but I always dreamed of leaving my sleepy little hometown and ending up in a real city. Somewhere that my world would be. Part of me was afraid, though. Afraid that the more people I was surrounded by, the lonelier I would feel. But I don't feel lonely. I feel like I found a real friend in you.
And maybe something more than just a friend?
Maybe. I mean, I don't give out coupons to just anybody. Okay, that's a lie. I hand out coupons like they're going out of style. But you're the only person I've taken out for ice cream, for whatever that's worth. Stick around, Sylvia. The best is yet to come.
You know I like to live dangerously, but this is a whole new level. Walking into the monster-laden woods alongside my stalker.
Stalker? I just enjoy your company. Doesn't make me a stalker.
Sylvia, that is exactly what a stalker would say.
I suppose I could leave, but then you'd be all alone in the wood.
Nah, don't leave. That'd be dumb. We just got here, and I'm not the type to quit till I get what I'm after. Consider yourself warned, I guess.
There's a haggling tip in there somewhere. Don't quit when things are difficult.
That's sort of trite, though. I'd be more likely to tell you not to quit while you're ahead. When your opponent is backed into a corner, when you can see their soft, exposed underbelly. Don't let up. Pour on the pressure instead.
Brutal. But whatever gets the job done. And actually, speaking of jobs, shouldn't we leave the forest to the heroes?
Heroes are like sledgehammers. And sometimes, you need a shiv. Now, be quiet or you'll scare away the monsters.
You say that like it's a bad thing. Maybe I could help. If I knew what you were looking for.
I'm just looking for something new. Anything different from the same old crap. I swear, if that smiling twit with the hammer brings me one more slime.
Oh, you wanted to get me alone, huh? You don't need an excuse.
Do I strike you as the indirect type? I wanted you here in case there's any trouble.
Am I the muscle again?
Not exactly. Oh, what's that old saying? You don't have to outrun the blood-crazed carnage beast. You just have to outrun the person standing next to you.
Quinn? Am I here as bait?
Sylvia, I'm wounded. If you were bait, I'd hide your broom in the bushes and slash your tendons. Obviously.
Where is my broom?
I'd say see you soon, but I'm pretty sure your funeral's gonna be closed casket.
Don't you dare leave me here!
Oh, I'm just playing. You're sorta cute when you're overwhelmed with terror. All that flailing and crying.
I wasn't crying.
Oh well. There's always tomorrow.
Let me put my tools aside and give you my full attention.
What are you working on?
A bit of everything. At the moment, I'm putting the finishing touches on a set of wooden tongs for a pickle merchant. But in the last few days, I've had more commissions than ever before. I had heard the Heroes Guild's new ringleader was having some success with his recruitment drive, for better or worse. I suppose I should have realized that more heroes meant more civilians, too. And now, for the first time in decades, town is booming. I mean, it's gotta be if they need a whole merchant just to sell pickles.
It sounds like you're pretty busy. I could come back later.
Don't be silly. If we didn't make time for pleasant diversions, we'd both be working too much. That might be a lesson for your own shop. Sometimes a customer prefers a bit of casual conversation to speedy service.
You're so right. That personal touch is important.
Speaking of which, I should probably deliver these tongs in person, but I don't quite know my way around town. How would you feel about showing me around? Goodness, so many people. Where did they all come from? It's almost overwhelming.
Do you want to head back? I understand.
That's kind, but no, my curiosity is piqued. Did you see how many booths are selling ready-to-wear clothing? Doesn't anyone sew at home anymore? Next thing you know, people will be paying money to have strangers prepare their meals or cut their hair. This place has changed quite a lot. When I first set hoof to shore, the livestock here outnumbered the people.
What brought you here originally, Saffron?
Oh, that's a long story. Let's just say I'm another link in a long chain of those who came to Rafta expecting glory, only to find something else entirely. But that was years ago. Today, I'm content simply to take in the sights.
You're the nicest sight around. I'm sure I'm not the only one here who thinks so either.
Even more alluring than a jar of pickles, am I? You're fun, Sylvia. I like a gal who knows how to flirt. In fact, it's been such a pleasant outing, I almost forgot we were here on an errand. So, thank you, Sylvia, for the gift you've given me today. The gift of your company.
That's all of them, for now.
That's all.
I can scarcely believe how fast the week has gone. You're prepared for tomorrow's challenges?
Yes, I'm ready to show this town what I've got.
I certainly won't be betting against you.
I see you haven't burnt the place down yet. Pity.
Roxanne, welcome back to my humble shop.
You don't need to wheel out the folksy charm for me, dear. I know where we stand.
Do you? Because I've never really been sure.
It's always the same with you. The false humility, the feigned politeness. While all this time you've been poaching my customers.
That's not how I see it. I'd like to think this town, this market, is big enough for the both of us. If your business is suffering, Maybe it's because there's less to your potions than meets the eye.
I don't know what you think you're implying. My potions are completely legitimate. And even if you'd somehow figured out that they weren't, who would believe you're sour bellyaching over my natural charms?
I don't need to win a popularity contest. I just need to show everybody the truth. I'm the better potion maker and the better negotiator.
Then it's a contest of substance versus style. I know which side I'd bet on. Get some sleep, Sylvia. Tomorrow, we tango. And I've got moves like you've never seen before.
Ooh, the nerve of that woman! Don't let her get under your skin. Whatever she has planned for tomorrow, you are equal to it.
Thanks, Owl. I hope you're right.
I am right. I'm sure of it. Now, get some rest. For tomorrow will be a day unlike any other.
Come one, come all, and welcome to Raptor's inaugural market competition! 2 fine competitors stand before us this day, but only one can triumph. The other will be fed to the griffins! I'm joking, of course. There was no budget for griffins. I am Baptiste, Guildmaster of the local chapter of the Heroes Guild, and your estimable master of ceremonies for today's historic contest. The rules are simple. Each contestant was asked to prepare potions in advance. The potions will be considered one at a time. We'll see 2 potions from each contestant, and in the event of a tie, a 3rd potion will be evaluated. Contestants may use their negotiation skills to argue for a better price. The winner of each round is the person whose potion fetches the greatest sum. The first to win 2 rounds is the victor. Now, let's meet our contestants. First up is a woman who does not have time for your nonsense. Hailing from, and I quote, someplace very hot. She is known for making potions of tremendous beauty. Give it up for the beguiling, the sophisticated Roxanne!
I'd hate to be in your shoes right now, Sylvia. I mean, I wouldn't want to be mistaken for a clown.
Our next competitor is new to Rafta, but she's already made quite an impression. A recent college graduate. What she lacks in experience, she makes up for with luck. Customer subscriber is doing the best she can, probably, and in my price range. Let's give a warm Rafta welcome to Sylvia!
Hey, Roxanne! You're a washed-up has-been. You had your turn. Now step aside and make room for some young blood.
Oh, there'll be blood. I can promise you that.
Of course, we mustn't neglect this season's judge. It is my genuine honor to introduce Robin! That's right! Robin the Witch Slayer! Robin the Tastemaker! He's Rafta's homegrown hero, and he's here to decide today's winner!
It's a privilege, truly. I'm eager to see what the contestants can do.
I think that's our cue. Places, everyone!
We'll take our places, all right. Sylvia's place is right here, beneath my fashionable boots.
And we're off!
Have you ever seen such a beauty?
It's certainly alluring, but how effective is it?
I assure you, this is one potion you can judge by appearances.
In that case, it's a treasure. I'll value it at...
You flatterer.
Now let's hear from contestant number 2.
One potion coming up.
I'd recognize a health potion anywhere. And it's a quality one at that. Wow, an impressive showing right out of the gate. It's not even a contest. Sylvia wins round 1.
Dang, this is easier than I expected.
Why, you sloppy little upstart! You have no idea who you're messing with. But I'll show you. I'll show everyone. I am sick to death of dimming my flame! That's much better.
Wow! Did anyone see that coming? We don't normally get this sort of excitement in the lower circuits, folks.
I'm done holding back. So, why don't we try that again?
Your flair for the dramatic gets top marks. But what about your next potion?
This one is utterly incandescent with demonic mojo.
And what level of fire resistance does it offer?
Let's just say you'll want to take a swig before you stand too close.
I hear that. I'll give it a value of...
Ooh! I can smell Sylvia's despair from here.
Sylvia, any dramatic reveals for us?
Just this perfect little concoction.
Looks like a fire tonic to me. And this particular fire tonic is one to envy. Well, I'd love to draw this out for dramatic effect, but the outcome is all too obvious. Sylvia, take a bow.
Ha! I knew I'd win, but I didn't know I would dominate!
What? Her? Are you kidding me with this? Well, I suppose the cat's out of the bag. There's no taking that back. And it's just as well. That false form was beginning to feel so stuffy. Sometimes a demon needs to stretch her tail a bit.
I don't understand. Why pretend to be something you're not?
First rule of business, image is everything. People see all this diabolical fabulousness, and they make assumptions. I decided it would be easier to sell them on the idea I'm an average, everyday potion which if I looked the part, now that the dullards have gotten wise, so to speak, I have no choice but to pull up stakes and move on.
I didn't mean to put you out of business.
Don't give yourself too much credit, dear. My shop's been on borrowed time from the start.
Maybe I could help you somehow?
Oh, Sylvia. Envy me, emulate me, desire me, but never pity me. Don't you dare.
Okay, that was stressful. If only I had a huge sum of money to take my mind off it. Oh, that's right! I totally do! And then, Roxanne said something snarky and just sort of swaggered away. I could swear she actually swaggers more when she loses.
So you really won? Baptiste gave you the prize and everything?
Yes, Owl. Keep up. Are you really so surprised that I won?
Not at all, not at all. I'm delighted, Sylvia. It's the best news I've had. And it's also, I should think, an important lesson for you. When you find a move you think is nice, make a point to use it twice.
I'm not afraid to repeat myself. Or to repeat myself.
Say, do you feel a sudden chill?
Congratulations are in order, Sylvia. The whole town is abuzz with news of your victory.
Yeah, sure. Congratulations, and now pay up, right? You don't waste any time, do you? I thought I'd at least get to cuddle with it for a little while.
Time is money. That's true for both of us. The sooner I have your payment, the sooner you can return to your endeavors.
In that case, I'd like to make a deposit.
A most satisfactory transaction. It's true what they say, isn't it? Easy come, easy go.
Not that it was particularly easy. Well, it was nice being flush while it lasted, but it sure didn't last long.
Don't let it get you down. And don't let her spoil your night. We're still in business, and that's no small thing. The cycle begins anew. It's time to start working toward the next competition.
I did it before. I can do it again.
Yes, you did before, on the lowest circuit. This time the challenges will be even greater. But I have good news. I submitted some paperwork, greased a few palms, and got your professional license upgraded. You're now clear to utilize new ingredients, which will allow you to craft more advanced and more valuable potions. With this, you'll have access to new potion recipes, and you can send heroes to entirely new regions.
That'll come in handy, I bet. The second competition probably requires more complex potions.
In fact, I have that information right here. At a glance, you'll notice... Wait a minute. Who scribbled on this? Is that supposed to be Roxanne's face? Oh, that's very mature. At any rate, the potions you'll be required to brew are right there, as is the not insignificant reward. The stakes, of course, are as high as ever.
I'm no artist, but I thought it was a pretty good likeness.
Perhaps if you spent less time doodling, then... Oh,
That's a fine-looking owl.
Ooh! Ooh! Who?
Huh. Strange. I don't recognize his dialect.
Sadly, the owl's not for sale. But can I get you a potion?
Not here to buy. Just wanted to do some recon. Your potions don't look like much, but I can smell they're the real deal.
Are you serious?
Usually, yes. Magic's got a stink to it. A natural funk, obvious to the trained nose.
Maybe I should get some incense. Or start perfuming the owl. So my name's Sylvia. This is my shop, Funk and All.
Noted. Oh, right. People trade names. I'm Corsac, and you look to be my rival in the coming competition.
Is that so? Well, I should warn you, Corsac. I'm good at what I do. I won yesterday's contest, and I've been studying potion making for years. Graduated at the top of my class.
Sounds impressive, but there isn't an ivory tower in the world that can teach what I've learned in Mother Nature's thorny embrace. I started making potions out of necessity, for survival, not for grades or profit. Now I run a fully independent and sustainable operation. My potions are all natural, brewed from ingredients that I gather with my own two hands.
You'd think that would make it harder to apply to yourself. Listen, you talk a good game, but I'm getting the hang of this, and it'll take a lot more than a lecture to scare me.
Good on you. Talking's overrated anyway. We'll let the people of Raft decide who's got the right idea. Be seeing you.
So that's my next competitor. What do you think? Should I be worried?
He lacks a certain social grace, but all that talk about sustainability could certainly win people over. I'd say he bears watching closely.
Hoot. Hoot, hoot, hoot?
You're hilarious, you know that?